the most extreme and powerful objects in the cosmos, black holes are also incredibly bizarre and challenging. What would happen if you were to fall into one, and what exactly are they? We must first discuss time and space. The universe's action takes place on the broad stage of space and time. Time doesn't run the same for everyone everywhere, and space is not a set stage. They are, in essence, relative. Space is bent by matter, and matter is directed by bent space. The stage sags when you place some planets and stars on it. We have gravity because of the stage's irregular shape and numerous warps and dips. Black holes are like trapdoors since they do more than merely bend the stage. Areas where there is so much mass that the universe has created a no-go zone where the laws are different. Most black holes are created when huge stars collapse. Really big stars eventually implode from the inside out, doing so at a speed that is almost a quarter of that of light. This causes an object to become so dense and tightly packed that it essentially breaks the universe's stage. With 10 times the mass of the Sun, a black hole's diameter would only be 60 kilometers. A black hole appears to be nothing when you gaze directly at it. The event horizon is an invisible, one-way boundary that separates the region under their influence. Once an area of space has been entered, it is permanently cut off from the rest of the universe by the event horizon. Not even light can escape the black hole trapdoor's extreme distortion of space. It is also hard to know what it actually looks like because nothing is escaping to transmit information from the inside. Because black holes affect stuff, we can still see them. Similar to how objects might orbit the sun or a planet, objects can also orbit black holes. There are a lot of black holes with matter disks orbiting outside the event horizon. Close orbits can accelerate this stuff to half the speed of light, and minute quantities of friction and particles collisions can heat it to 1 billion degrees. This causes the region surrounding the black holes to appear, ironically, to be quite brilliant. What would happen if you attempt to enter a black hole or even get near to one? The craziest funhouse mirror in the cosmos will be the first thing you would notice. Matter isn't the only thing orbiting a black hole. Gravity is so strong near them that light can orbit too. If you hover just outside the event horizon, at the photosphere, in any direction you would just see yourself. Straight ahead would be the back of your head, as light from the back travels around the black hole to your eyes. Gravity also alters the passage of time itself. The stronger the gravity, the slower time passes. While you watch the universe above you speed up, those far away will watch you in slow motion. If you chose to fly away from the black hole, you might find that eons have passed for the rest of the universe, a freakish one-way time travel trip to the future where your loved ones are long dead. But getting close to a black hole can be incredibly dangerous. A painful death by spaghettification awaits you. Because your feet are closer to the black hole than your head, they feel a stronger pull of gravity, enough to pull you apart. As you descend, it gets worse. The pulling gets stronger, your body squeezed thinner and straighter until you have been reduced to a thin stream of hot plasma, gobbled up in one final slurp, never to be seen again. Spaghettification is only a risk with smaller black holes, since they have much smaller radii. If you go to the center of the galaxy and find a supermassive black hole, you might be able to experience crossing the event horizon. As you approach the event horizon, a distant observer would think they never saw you enter it, seeing you stop and fade, the last light you emit trickling up and out, away from the event horizon. As fewer light sources can reach the black hole from your vantage point, the nothingness inside of it rises up to meet you. You are completely enveloped in darkness until all that is left of the universe is a small dot of light. Since space and time are so severely warped inside the event horizon that actually time travel is theoretically feasible, it is probably for the best that nothing escapes. Everything from time travel to escape would be possible, problems and paradoxes that cause the cosmos to break. The event horizon may be terrifying, but it protects us from that drama. Whether you have survived this long doesn't really matter, as now there is only the certainty of crushing death in your near future. Inside the event horizon, space-time itself is so bent and warped that whatever direction you move here, every forward you go, leads only towards the center of the black hole. Trying to go any direction only brings you to the center faster. To survive the longest, you must do nothing. In the center of the black hole, we find the singularity, a single point with all the matter that has ever crossed the event horizon, all crushed to a point infinitely small. There is no memory of the things that made it, as stuff disappeared down the black hole trapdoor forever. The singularity makes all things equal. This actually breaks the universe in really cool ways. In a nutshell, everything that comes too close becomes black hole matter, concentrated at the singularity. Because a black hole has no recollection of its history, it simply possesses three physical characteristics: mass, spin, and electric charge. The rest is useless. In that sense, they resemble fundamental particles. Actually, this means that each and every black hole in the cosmos is identical. Yes, their masses vary, and some spin more quickly than others. The singularities, however, would all be equal if we were to place them all in a fantastic physics museum, just like electrons. However, similar to elementary particles, singularity qualities are more like the best written descriptions of singularities than exact representations of reality. Simply put, general relativity, one of our current theories of the universe, is unable to describe or explain them. Our laws no longer make sense since the density and curvature of space are endless. The singularity resembles a divide by zero error in the cosmos since it has no surface or size. Therefore, singularities may not even exist or may be entirely other entities. However, based on our best present theory of space-time and the best predictions we have, this is all we currently know. Basically everything you've ever heard about black holes is about theoretical black holes that aren't spinning, because their math is so much easier. But since black holes were born from dying stars that were spinning extremely quickly in their last moments, as far as we know, all black holes in the universe should be spinning right now, at incredible speeds too, up to 90% of the speed of light. This means in reality, black holes are even more screwed up than they usually get credit for. The singularities of rotating black holes are even wilder. The rotation causes them to swell outwards into a sort of singularity. This rotation is so powerful that space itself is dragged along. This creates another region around spinning black holes, called the ergosphere, where it's impossible to stay still, no matter how hard you try. Like a rushing whirlpool of space-time, the tide is irresistible and the black hole makes you orbit it whether you want it or not. So what will happen with black holes as the universe ages and dies around them? Again, we don't know, but have some ideas based on our current understanding of physics, Hawking radiation. According to quantum field theory, quantum fluctuations are rolling throughout space. These fluctuations produce matter and antimatter pairs of particles from nothing, but they only last for a very brief period of time before annihilating. When this occurs close to a black hole's event horizon, one of these particles may fall in and prevent the other particles from annihilating. Hawking radiation is the evaporation particle. Since the black hole must ultimately provide this particle's mass, black holes will eventually contract and radiate out. Hawking radiation is new material that is stealing mass from the black hole, not the material that went into it. The black hole gets smaller, the Hawking radiation intensifies and accelerates, until what is eventually left evaporates in a burst of high-energy radiation. Similar to a rocket nuclear weapon, nothing followed that. However, that won't occur for a very long time. A black hole with the mass of our Sun has a lifetime of 10 to the 67th power years, which means that it would take 10,000 billion years to lose 0.0000001% of its mass, but most black holes are way more massive than our Sun. Will black holes ever be fully understood? Truly understand what is happening inside of them? Nobody is aware. All we can see of them is the outside, and our theories undoubtedly misinterpret what is going on inside. However, it's acceptable to lack expertise. It just indicates that more work needs to be done. It implies that there are still puzzles to be solved and important concepts to consider, which is why people engage in science. Finally, we can at least be confident that there will be plenty of time to reflect on them before the final one disappears. I hope you like our today's video. Don't forget to share and like, and feel free to share your opinions in the comment section below.